Alright, so today we're going to talk about the law of momentum, which it's not just something you learned in physics class, or whatever class that was. Something that applies to real life, in everything you do. So, everybody knows what the law of momentum is. A body at rest stays at rest, a body in motion stays in motion. So in space, like a little rock is just chilling there. It's not moving at all. It's not going to move. It'll stay there forever. But someone just taps it, it'll start moving. And you know what? It's going to stay moving forever unless another force stops it from moving. Which, there's forces in real life that'll stop you from moving too. But, now does that apply to real life? So, let's say you're just in a depressed ass state, like, everything sucks. You're not talking to girls, you're not having fun, you're getting shitty grades, you're not working out. Everything's going to suck at once. Usually. And, like, it's either you're stuck like that and everything sucks, or everything's bombing. Like, you're being aggressive, you're talking to girls, you're getting good grades, you're getting good jobs, you're getting everything. Or if you don't talk to girls, you're having fun with your life, you're having a lot of good friends, and everything's just bombing, and, like, nothing can get you down. And once you're in like that, it's very easy to stay like that, like the law of momentum says. Here's some examples for myself. Like, even back in the day, I didn't realize it, but I was either, or maybe I didn't know how to interpret it, I was either making videos every day, or I would make a video barely ever. I was one extreme or the other. And, like, just like me, with everything, I learned this about myself. When I'm not at my best, I'm at my worst. And when I'm not at my worst, I'm usually at my best. There's very rarely an in-between. And if there is an in-between, it's still like 1 hour I'm at my best, 1 hour I'm at my worst. It's very staggered. It's not, there's no slope. It's one extreme or the other, always. And that's why I can't just be a full-time student. I have to be a full-time student, have a full-time job, have full-time productive extra shit. Because if I'm not doing everything, I'm doing nothing, and then that's just bad. So, I'm sure a lot of you could probably relate to that too. Being either really productive or not productive, not much in between. Everything kind of correlates, goes together with like eating healthy, fitness, social interactions. But anyway, if you're at rest, you're gonna stay at rest. And if you're at motion, you stay in motion. But what changes you from going to nothing to start moving again? Well, like the law of momentum says, like, if there's a little rock in space, these aren't weed smoker eye drops. These are healthy eye drops. They're good for your eyes. Not for weed smokers. For people who want better eyes. I don't smoke weed. So let's say you're if a body's at rest, it'll stay there. It needs like an extrinsic, an outside source to touch it or whatever, and then it'll start moving, and then it'll stay moving at that speed forever and ever and ever. And it won't stop unless something either stops it, or like oxygen around it slows it down, and then it'll eventually stop. But if nothing stops it, it'll keep going forever. So, how does that apply to real life? Well, something that can stop you, that'll keep you going, is willpower. I feel like is a really big one. And the way you get willpower, one way I get my willpower, helps build willpower, is meditation, which that's something else we're going to have to talk about in a whole other video. Meditation, talk about for hours, about how helpful it is. And you can't just meditate, because you might just get bored meditating all the time. You got to just meditate, and the skills, the willpower you get from meditating, you have to use that to branch off into all these other great things that keep you motivated, and it just pulls you up, and it forces you to be productive. You can't not be productive once you fall into that state. Something else, outside sources like friends and family, like them helping you out, they're motivating you. If they see you, like, before I say, if friends like trying to motivate you, trying to make you happy, try to push you to do good in life, that's something else that can be that little push. Something else, just accepting everything, like accepting the fact that you're sad will eventually make you happy. Like, let's say, I've had this happen to me, probably about 2 years ago, probably even longer. I don't think this really happened to me as much recently. can't really think of a time at least. But there'll be times that like you're in a sad state, but you're like addicted to that sad state, and you don't want to leave it. It's not like, I mean, you want to leave it, but it's like you're addicted to it. And if people are trying to cheer you up around you, and you're just not giving in, you're not letting them in, you're not letting them help you feel better. And then if they just push you right over the edge, then it forces you to be happy, and then you can't stop smiling, and you're just happy. Well, I feel like with that, if you just accept what's happening to you, accept it, let go of whatever you're holding, and accept the moment, then that'll ease you up, and that'll help you keep on moving instead of just resisting. But now, if you're not used to that, and the law of momentum says you're not going to because you stay like that. And meditating. If you're not used to meditating, what's going to make you start getting used to meditating? That's the law of momentum. You'll stay like that, or you keep going. Or if you're friends, that's an extrinsic source. You have to be able to, now, you want to try to be as independent as possible, but you still need friends, like, in life. Like, nobody does anything by themselves. But you want to be able to motivate yourself. You don't want to have something tap you to keep going. You want to break the law of momentum and like make a little rocket spurt out of you and find some way to motivate yourself. So if no one else is going to, you know you still can. Because you can't control someone else motivating you. You can't make someone else motivate you if you're not motivated yourself. So they're either gonna just decide to do it and you'll be lucky, or you're gonna do something that'll make you start moving. Now, how does one do that? Think about that one. Leave a comment about that, maybe. But mainly just think about that, because that's something I'm still trying to figure out. Anyway, you can stop watching now if you want. Got the important stuff out of the way. I'm going to get a little personal now. So, why am I making this video? 3 main reasons.